Hey guys, so for today's video, we are doing another Empties video, and I feel like I just did an Empties video not too long ago, but my basket is full again, so here we are. In case you're wondering, I did film this eye look for my Bright Besties community here on YouTube. I did use the Natasha Denona My Dream palette, and I think this look turned out so good. If you want to know more about my Bright Besties and how to get access to those videos, I will link it down below for you. Let's just jump straight into all of these Empties. Let's start with an easy product. We have the Tatcha Dewy Skin Cream, which is my favorite moisturizer ever. I repurchase this every single time I finish this. This is just the best moisturizer in my opinion. I do have more drier skin. I use this morning and night. It just feels amazing on my face. Like, I feel like there's not much to say about it other than that this is the best moisturizer that I have ever used and I will always repurchase. Oh, I have a couple moisturizers in here actually. Oh, let me grab all these. Apparently I go through a lot of moisturizer, but I mean I use it every day, so it makes sense, right? So next I have the Caudalie The Rich Cream. So this was sent to me by Caudalie and I think it's really expensive if I'm remembering correctly, and it was a nice thick cream. I used the whole thing. I would use it at night because at night I do want a richer thick cream on my face. I did enjoy it, but would I buy it myself and repurchase? Probably not, just because I love my Tatcha Dewy Skin Cream, you know? I also finished up the e.l.f. Holy Hydration Face Cream. This one has SPF 30 in it. So one thing I do is that I go to the gym almost every day, right? And when I go to the gym, I don't do my nice skincare routine and I don't really put on any makeup. I kind of use like the products I don't really love in my collection before the gym because I'm just gonna sweat it off anyways and then come home, shower, and do my actual skin routine. So if like a brand sends me a moisturizer I don't really love, I use it as my gym moisturizer. So that's exactly how I use this one, and like, it's fine. Like, there's nothing amazing to say about it. Would I repurchase? No, but I would mix this with the Drunk Elephant little bronzy drops, and that would give me a nice little base for the gym. So it was nice and lightweight. Like, other than that, it's fine. Like, it's just a decent drugstore moisturizer. Wow, 4 moisturizers. That's a lot. Make sure there's no more in here. Oh, there is one more, but it's a sample. So this was my Ulta birthday gift, a Lancome night cream. But honestly, I really did like it. Again, I do like a thicker cream at night. I probably would repurchase this one, and I do think I liked it more than the Caudalie one that I finished. But I mean, I love my Tatcha, so if I ever need something different, I probably would buy the full size of this. I also finished my Farmacy Wake Up Honey Eye Cream. Now, I kind of have some mixed thoughts on this. One thing that I just learned about myself while using this product is that I definitely prefer my eye cream to be in a pump. I didn't really like having to dip my finger in here each time I needed to use it, but I do really like the shape of this container. The eye cream itself I really did like. It was a nice consistency under my eyes. Makeup wore well on top of it. It was hydrating, but again, I just don't love the packaging, so I don't think I would repurchase it just for that reason. I'm currently using the Drunk Elephant one that comes in a pump, which I really am liking. I finished 2 self-tanners. I feel like I always have some kind of self-tanner in my empties, so I finished the Loving Tan 2 Hour Express in dark, and I finished the Coco and Eve Sunny Honey Mousse in medium. You guys know I've been a Loving Tan girly for years. This is my go-to brand for self-tanners. I just put on the medium shade like 2 days ago, so I'm pretty tan right now, but I love this one. Will forever repurchase. I also do really like the 2 Hour Express formula because it does process really, really quickly, and it was nice to try a different self-tanner. Like, I love trying out other brands. I'm always going to try other stuff. The Coco and Eve one, it had a really nice scent to it. Like, even when I would put this on, my boyfriend would like compliment how I smell, which, you know, never happens with a self-tan. It's very... Is it kind of fruity? Like, it just smells good. It does not smell like self-tanner at all, but one thing about this, so I got the medium shade, and this medium shade felt very, very light on me. Like, it barely gave me a wash of color, which is kind of nice because sometimes I do want a softer tan, but the medium was pretty light, so I think if I were to try it again, I would get the dark or even the ultra dark. This one did blend out and apply really easily, so I like that about it, but again, I just really like a mousse formula for my self-tanners. This one was actually sent to me in PR, so I don't know if I would repurchase it, but I think I would use it again just for the scent, because the scent, you know, it makes a big difference. Speaking of self-tanners, I finished up another one of the Bondi Sands Everyday Gradual Tanning Milk. This is just a nice moisturizer to put on all over my body to kind of make my tan last a little bit longer. I've said this in a couple of videos now, but I just kind of suck at moisturizing my body, but I've slowly gotten better at it. But I feel like I'm not going to repurchase this one because I kind of replaced it with something else. One thing I didn't love about this is just the smell. It's very cocoa smelling. Like, it's a very warm and intense scent, and it's a little too much for me. I've been using the Tanologist like everyday tanning lotion, and I've really been liking that in the consistency a lot more than this one, so this one I would not repurchase. Another body product I finished is the Tree Hut Shea Sugar Scrub. This is in the Moroccan Rose scent. I have gone through quite a few of these at this point, and I love, oh, this scent is so freaking good, oh my gosh. I've also used the shave oil on this scent, which I really like too, but the scrub itself, again, I found another scrub that I think I like better on my body, and it's the Way scrub that Lauren May Beauty talks about all the time. But I think if I was in a pinch and just needed like a cheaper kind of drugstore alternative, because you can't get this at Ulta and they have like so many flavors, I think I would repurchase it if needed, but I do like the Way one better just because the Way one has kind of more of a creamy feeling to it as you start to, you know, blend it onto your skin. Blend? It's not the word I want. Anyways, I think it's like really sticky in here. Oh, I think I know what it is. This guy. So this is the Schick Hydrosilk Roll-On Sugar Wax. I talked about this in a recent speed reviews video. Like, I went pretty in depth on this wax. If you want to watch that one, I'll link it down below. So in case you didn't watch that speed reviews video, I've been using this on my bikini line. I used to get waxes all the time, but I was just like, it's so much money. So I just do it myself at home. Super duper easy to do. But what I've noticed is that as I have gone through this wax, I feel like it's gotten less and less effective each time, and I'm wondering if it's because you have to like warm up the wax every time. So I kind of think maybe it's been like warmed up too many times, so it's not as effective. Does that make sense? So I did buy a new one of this, and the first time I used the new one, it worked perfectly, just like this did the first time. So I'm struggling a little bit with that and how to make the wax kind of last longer, I guess. But I mean, you know, you only wax every like 3-4 weeks or so it's not like I go through it that quickly, but I really did like the at-home results. Super easy to do, and I think this is like 10 bucks, and it comes with all the wax strips and everything you need. So obviously I did repurchase it, but I'm still tweaking with it, playing with it a little bit more. I did finish up 2 cleansers. One is the Inkey List Salicylic Acid Cleanser, and the other is the Youth to the People Kale plus Green Tea Spinach Vitamins Superfood Cleanser. First of all, I love both of these cleansers. I would 100% repurchase. I believe this was my second bottle of this, and this is probably my third bottle of this one that I finished. This is such a good acne cleanser, and it's so inexpensive. I love the salicylic acid cleanser. I would use it every single morning. It has a nice kind of thicker consistency to it, and I'm honestly kind of missing using this one because I replaced it with a different acne cleanser, and I definitely would repurchase this, and I probably will after I finish the other one that I'm using. And then for the Youth to the People one, I would use this in my double cleanse routine at night, so I would use some kind of like oily balm at first to take off my makeup, and then go in with this one, and this one just takes everything off of my face. I love the glass bottle. I love the pump that it comes with. This lasted me a really long time. I would totally repurchase, and I do have one open in my other bathroom right now. Another Youth to the People product that I finished, I got during the Sephora sale. This is the Superfood. What is this? This is the Mandelic Acid plus Superfood Unity Exfoliant kind of toner. So it has AHA, BHA, PHA. So that's a gentle solution. So I really did like this toner. I think it only comes in this size though, which is kind of annoying because I did go through it pretty quickly. And I don't use toner every single day in my skincare routine. I probably use it maybe 2 to 3 times a week at night after I take off my makeup, just because I feel like toner really just gets everything off the face. But I really did enjoy using this one, and I would repurchase, but I wish they had it in a bigger size. I did finish up another one of the Sunday Riley A+ high dose retinoid serums. This was my second bottle that I finished. I would totally repurchase this. What's nice about this is that it's kind of a hydrating retinoid serum. Again, I have dry skin, so this would not dry my skin out at all. And I would use this about every other night, and in the morning when I wake up, my skin would be so smooth. It would look a lot clearer and just like healthier overall, not a lot of redness. So I really do love this retinoid serum. Would definitely repurchase. Oh, I have one more cleanser I finished. Look at how gross and disgusting this thing is. This is the Skin Fix Acne Cleanser. So let's compare really quick. So I talked about this one that I loved. This one I didn't love so much. Again, I got this one during the Sephora sale. I bought the mini size just because I wanted to try it out. First of all, there was only 1 ounce in here, and I feel like I went through this within 2 weeks or so, and look at how gross the packaging got, so that's kind of disappointing. But I just feel like this cleanser didn't really help with my acne much. It does say it's a 2% BHA, so this one I wouldn't repurchase, and again, I still love this one, and this one's a lot cheaper as well. Next, I finally finished this Ren skincare thing that I have had for so freaking long. This is just their Glow Daily Vitamin C Gel Cream. I think I've had this like since I worked at Sephora, which was 2 to 3 years ago. I honestly probably should have thrown it away, but I was like, I'm gonna finish it, and I did. So this was a vitamin C serum that I would use a few times a week in my morning skincare. I really did like the consistency because it is a gel cream, so it does kind of have more of a thicker consistency to it. I like that it comes in a pump, and you can see how much product you have left because it's one of those that like it slowly comes up as you finish it. You know what I mean? I don't know how to describe that. I'm not sure if I would repurchase this one or not. I feel like I'm kind of indifferent. I'm currently using a different vitamin C serum, so I don't know. But I also haven't tried much from Ren in general, so if you have tried Ren a lot, what are your favorite products? I would love to know. I also finished up a whole pack of the Peace Out Acne Day Dots. These have been such a game changer for me when I've been like really serious about using them. So you may not know this about me, but I am a skin picker. I will pick at any bump, zit, ingrown hair that I can find on my body. It's a horrible habit, I know, but these have really helped my face a lot. So what I would do, let's say I get a pimple, I would pop it and then immediately put one of these on it, because if I don't put something on it, I will continue to just touch it and mess with it. And I know you're not supposed to do that, but I cannot control it. So I'd put one of these patches onto my now popped pimple, and I just leave it on for a few hours. Like some people say leave it on overnight, but I just leave it on for a few hours, and like the pus will start to build inside the patch, and it's like really satisfying. Then you peel it off and your pimple is so much flatter. The redness is gone. It's a lot less inflamed, and like it makes me get rid of pimples faster. It's great. So I've been using these consistently for probably like 6 months now, and I definitely have repurchased. They also have a now, I don't know if this was this was the sheer version. So they have the sheer version now, which is like undetectable under makeup. You can put makeup on top of it and no one will know that you have a pimple patch on. So I highly, highly, highly recommend these. So this isn't an empty, it's a product I'm literally going to throw away because it's probably one of the worst sunscreens I put on my face. And I thought I'd just include it in this video. So this is the Cocokind Silk SPF 30. It's a facial sunscreen fluid, pretty straightforward. This was sent to me from Cocokind. They sent me a bunch of products and I was like, oh cool, sunscreen, because as you guys know, I've been trying to get more into sunscreen and actually wearing it every single day. So the first time I wear a new sunscreen, I try not to wear any makeup just because I want to see how the sunscreen works on its own, right? So the first time I use this, I put on no makeup, but throughout the day, my face was just like pilling and just getting like white streaks and fuzzies coming off all over my face. My boyfriend was like, what is on your face right now? And I was like, oh crap, it's this sunscreen. And then the second time I used it, I was like, let me try it again. You know, always give it a second chance. I put it on and I needed to wear makeup that day. So I put on makeup on top of it. It was just terrible. And I always try to let my sunscreen sit on my face before I put makeup on top, and it did not look good. I even tried it a third time by itself and like the same pilling thing happened. So this is probably the worst sunscreen I've ever put on my face. Would not recommend. Kind of a random thing to throw in here, but I did finish a package of baby wipes. I use these as kind of makeup wipes just up here on my desk. I do not use these to take off makeup. I don't use makeup wipes at all to take off makeup. Like just use a cleanser and a balm, you're good to go. I just use these more to like get makeup off my hands, but I like using baby wipes because they have an actual closure on them. I hate like, for example, like the Neutrogena makeup wipes, they don't have a closure, so they dry out so quickly. So baby wipes are the way to go for me. I have 2 makeup products that I finished, one being the Sigma Renew Lip Oil in the shade Hush. This is just the clear version, but I think it is a pH one because it does turn a little bit pink on me. So I actually kept this in my downstairs bathroom, and this would be the lip oil that I would apply every morning before the gym just to have like a little moisture on my lips, make them look a little cute. So I finished this up pretty quickly. I would use it every single day. It's a great lip oil. I love it. I have a couple more shades, so I would highly recommend. I mean, I don't need to repurchase right now because I have other ones I'm using, but it was a really good one. And I finished up another one of my NYX Lift and Snatch brow tint pens. This is my go-to brow pen. It's so inexpensive. It does a great job. I'm currently on my 3rd one. I think this was my 2nd. So yes, I have repurchased. I love it. It does a great job of just doing the little brow hair strokes. 10 out of 10. Everything in here is so sticky from that freaking Hydrosilk wax. Anyways, I also finished up one of my Sigmagic brush cleaning scrubs. This is my favorite brush cleaner. Let me see if I can show you it. My hands are covered in stickiness right now. So it looks like this, and when you open a new fresh one, it has a bunch of white soap in it. You can see there's like a little white residue, but it's full of like a hard soap. And so you get your brush wet and you swirl it in here. So these bristles are what's actually like cleaning and getting into your brush with the soap. So it's super super easy to clean brushes. I'll take like a little handful of brushes, just swirl it in here, get it all soapy, and then just rinse it off. Super duper easy. And what I do sometimes after I finish one of these, I'll just use some kind of liquid or foamy soap to clean my brushes because it feels a little wasteful just throwing away this. I wish Sigma could do like refills. That would be nice. But what's nice about this too is that there's suction cups on this side, so if you want, you could suction it to the side of your sink and kind of do it like hands-free, but I just hold it in the palm of my hand. Like, it fits really nicely, so that's how I do it. But I love this cleanser. I've gone through so many of them. I finished up one of my current favorite body mist. This is the Sol de Janeiro Brazilian Crush Cheriosa one. So it's the black amber, plum, and vanilla woods. Oh my gosh, guys. I bought this sometime like late last year on a whim. I was in Sephora with a friend and I smelled this and I was like, this smells amazing. So this has been my gym body mist. I feel like I talked a lot about my gym routine today. Anyways, this is my gym body mist that I spray before the gym and I just love it. It smells so freaking good. So I did end up repurchasing it during the Sephora sale. I didn't realize they make 2 sizes of this, so I thought I was getting this size, but I actually have like a giant size of this now, which is great because I love it and I use it every day. But this smell is just amazing. But I've obviously smelled like the Boom Boom cream before, so I kind of want to try more of their scents. I wish they did like a little like travel size set to try all the flavors, not the flavors, the scents, but you know what I mean. But I love this. I have repurchased it. And we are wrapping up this video with 2 hair products. So I finished the Briogeo Don't Despair Repair Super Moisture Conditioner. So I bought this when I had my long curly hair because I would need some very moisturizing products to keep my curls happy. So this was a great conditioner for that. Like the name says, it's a super moisture conditioner. And their products have no sulfate, silicones, or parabens, so they're great for curly hair. So my hair really did love this and it was long. When I cut it short, I was using a lot less product, so it took me a while to finish this. I did really like it, but I definitely don't need this amount of moisture anymore in my hair. Like, I can just use a pretty gentle shampoo and conditioner and I'm good to go. So I wouldn't repurchase this, but if you're someone with long hair that needs a lot of moisture, this was a great one. And then the last product I finished is the Bumble and Bumble Sumo Gel. This is completely empty. This is like my first like short hair product that I finished. So this is a high hold clean finish gel solid, so it was clear in here and you get it out. It's a little sticky and I would just use it to style my hair in many different ways, whether I'm doing my hair forward or up or slicked back. Like, I would just always grab for this pomade. Bumble and Bumble carries a couple different pomades, but I think this one's definitely my favorite. I mean, I finished it the fastest, so I love this one. I would repurchase and I do have another one of this. All right, so those are all the products that I finished up recently and whether or not I would repurchase. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching and don't forget to like and subscribe.